Good morning, my name is William, and this is draft 1 of 10 in the Fact for Our Souls, the Triangle of Doubt. The Triangle of Doubt is made up of three key components: God our Saviour, Nick the Devil, and we humans, who are caught between God and Nick and their fight for our souls. This is where I start trying to explain about the truth and the fight and what it means for us humans come the end of days. Not Judgment Day, for that implies that we are to be judged, which will never happen, so no Judgment Day. The Triangle of Doubt is about believing or not believing, whether it is God our Saviour, or God of Love, or Nick the Devil, Lord of all things evil. To know more about good and evil, we have to go back in time, back to a time even before the advent of humans, when God and Nick were the best of friends and shared everything. However, as we know, Nick wanted more. He wanted what God had, absolute power. When this all came to light, God had only one option, and that was to end their friendship. And so he threw Nick out of heaven into the barren wilderness. This is when God made earth and us humans. Genesis, the start of human existence. When God was finished, he was pleased with everything that he had done. He made man in his own image and taught them love and showed them how to live in the eyes of God. Then Nick came along, still trying everything to get back in God's favour, but not making a very good job of it. Indeed, Nick told God that a so-called perfect man would not be so perfect if they had a choice other than his love. So he came up with a challenge for man's soul. No one knows the wager they negotiated, but God agreed with Nick that there could only be two main rules: the seed of love and the seed of doubt, God using only the seed of love. They agreed a starting date and an ending date, 6,000 years of human existence. Finally they agreed that neither could just take over a person's soul, nor make it do their bidding. Where was the challenge in that? We were given a mind of our own, to think and do as we pleased. In simple terms, to believe or not to believe. All they could do was sow the seed of love and the seed of doubt. God or Nick could not just jump into a person's body and force that person into doing their bidding. They could only use the mind control and to make us do things that we not normally do, making us choose between good and evil through the mind control. That is how it all began with Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. God taught them both his love and his rules that they must abide by. However, Nick also visited Adam and Eve to sow his seed of doubt, turning up as a snake. In the Garden of Eden, the only time that Satan turned up as a person to use his seed of doubt. We all know the rest of the story, 1-0 to Uncle Nick, and all he had to do was play with our minds. Also easy for Nick to turn up all the love that God or love teaches, winning only minds, not souls. Uncle Nick has far more in his arsenal than God's seed of love. Take for example the 7 deadly sins. Nick finds it so easy to overturn what the seed of love is so much armour to call upon. This seems unfair to our God of love. His hands are tied when the devil puts the seed of doubt into us, with just the seed of love to fight back with. God can only work on a person by sowing the seed of love, for if he uses evil, once the game is up. God can't tell someone that if they don't come to him, hell awaits. No, all he could do is use his love. This works up to a point for the person God teaches love to. Uncle Nick will try to reverse it by sowing a seed of doubt, and that doubt is usually evil. You can't even guess what the score is now to Uncle Nick nearly 6,000 years later, but you can't count God's score in one hand. thanks to Uncle Nick. However, think it is all over, and Uncle Nick has won. Think again. Uncle Nick has won nothing except to prove a point, and that point is that we humans are so gullible, and the seed of that sows his seed. No souls have been won just yet, just minds.